Hi everyone, welcome to English Digest.
Hello, I'm Sam.
And I'm Angeline. So today Sam and I are going to go back in time, maybe 10 years ago when we were in high school. And then maybe fast forward maybe 5 years and then go back 2 years. Have I confused you enough so you can't tell how old we are actually?
OK, 今天呢我们就要踏上时光机呢，回到过去，要回到多久以前呢？刚 Angeline 呢有提示了，你自己算一下，大概呢就是要回到高中要毕业的那个时候了。那现在呢，我们是要回到多久以前就你自己算，好不好？
So we're going to go back in time where we were applying for universities, right? And I'm not sure if the process in Taiwan is similar to Canada, but basically we'd go on the university's website, upload our high school transcripts, which is like a piece of paper that has all the scores, and possibly fill in some information about which faculty we'd like to apply for and maybe why. My brain is actually kind of foggy since this was actually some years ago. And I think the application process has probably changed over the years. But is it the same in Taiwan? Is pretty much follows this procedure?
For me, the time when I was applying for university, for me, it's pretty much the same. In Taiwan, there are two different stages when you are applying for university.
Okay.
At the first stage, I think it's similar to what you did in Canada.
Okay.
I have to prepare a lot of things I have to fill out a lot of forms. I have to do an interview with the professors.
Whoa, okay, that's more intense.
And the second part would be easier. You just take the exam and make a wish list and see if your score and the university matches.
Okay, so the university would have like the minimum grade requirement before you can go. You could even consider going into that university. So today we're going to help you get into any university you want. Just joking. What we can do is we can help you write an acceptance letter.
好，所以呢，今天我们就要来看一下申请学校呢要怎么写这个信了。OK， 看一下我们的这个提示。他说呢，高中生活结束后，你想就读什么科系呢？今天呢，我们就要来写一封120字以上的自荐信，给未来呢想就读的大学科系。像教授呢 ，OK， 注意到呢，我们这边统一要使用的呢是 to whom it may concern。OK。像这个教授呢，来表达你对这个科系为何感兴趣，以及对该科系的了解，表现出自己的热忱。那信末署名呢，记得要使用的是 Sophie 许，或者是呢 Angus 杨。
Okay, so before you can even begin to think about which universities you'd like to apply for and how you go about doing it, you need to ask yourself a very important question. That is, what faculty or department would you like to study in? Okay, so if you already know you want to be a doctor, then you'll know which faculty you should apply for. But for the rest of us, you might have no clue what you want to do. For me, I had no idea what career path I would choose. However, the decision was slightly easier because I had no interest in the sciences, in math, in art, so only one subject fascinated me, and that was psychology. So that was obviously the faculty I applied for. What about you, Sam?
For me, it's pretty much the same. I applied for the faculties that I was most likely to get in.
Very smart. Yeah,
I even applied for the Department of Drama.
Yes, that is a very smart way to actually get into a university because if, for example, your grades don't cut it and it's not good enough, it's more important for you just to get into university and then switch departments later. It's a lot easier. But I hope by now you have an idea of which department you want to apply for because you need to make a decision before we can even write this letter, okay? Our writing prompt asks us to write a 120-word cover letter addressed to the university department you'd like to apply for. In the letter, you will tell the professor why you want to apply for this department, why you are interested in this field, as well as discuss how your background and interests make you a suitable candidate, and how this school is a good fit for your academic interests and long-term goals. So our instructions state that we must address the letter to whom it may concern, okay? And sign off the letter as Sophie Su or Angus Yang, okay? Don't sign off as your own name. These are important points to take note of because you may actually lose marks for not following these instructions.
OK， 一般来说呢，我们在写作呢，称谓呢就可以使用 dear 加上一个名字，比方说像你要写给哪一个教授，就 dear 哪一个教授。但是呢，在我们这篇文章里面提示呢，已经要求要用这个 to whom it may concern， 所以呢，就记得不要在这种小地方上面被扣分咯。另外呢，信末署名呢，记得也不是你本人哦。这边呢，我们要写的是 Sophie 许或者是呢 Angus 杨。
Okay, also because we're writing a letter, we need to follow a specific format for writing a letter, right? The letter should have a date, a formal salutation, the contact information of the person writing the letter, the contact information of the person or organization for whom the letter is addressed to. Okay, so that's pretty much what we need on the letter.
那我们在写信的时候呢，首先要记得呢，信件必须要包含的是哪一些资讯了。首先呢，自己的姓名一定要写上去，这样才知道是谁寄的。那再来呢，你的地址啊、电话、email 这些联络资讯，并且呢，记得呢要有日期哦，才知道是什么时候寄的。尤其是呢，入学申请这种有时效性的东西，日期呢就更重要了。再来呢，写作内容的时候呢，要特别注意它的格式。首先呢，刚刚已经提过了，称谓呢，你可以用这个 dear 加上名字，或是呢这边指定的 to whom it may concern。那写信的最后呢，结尾语呢，一般呢我们都会有一个，比方说像是 sincerely yours truly， 或是呢 respectfully yours，OK 等等哦。这个呢，我们要写在信件的左下方，最后呢要署名。你的署名呢，结尾语下面呢，我们通常会先手写签名，下一行呢再附上打字的签名。OK， 这个是你在写这个比较正式的信函，或者是像签合约的时候呢，都会是这样的格式，记得要特别注意咯。
Okay, another thing to take note of is that you'll be writing in the first person, right?
Of course. 没错呢，既然是你在写信的对方，你在跟他对话，所以呢，我们信件文章主体一定是用第一人称。
Yes, and that's true even though you're pretending to be Sophie or Angus, okay?
Yep.
Still write in the first person. The approach you might want to take when writing this letter is to first talk about the purpose of your letter, okay? So in the first paragraph, you'll need to write about which department you're applying for and why, okay? What is the purpose of this letter? You want to apply for this department, as well as give some background information about yourself, okay? You can do that in the first paragraph. In the second paragraph, you'll talk about what you know about this university and why you're applying to this university.
OK， 在这个推荐信函里面呢，我们这边有建议的写法哦。以今天的这个提示为范例呢，你的文章呢可以分成2个部分。在第一个部分呢，第一个段落呢，我们记得要破题，所以呢，我们要开宗明义，一开始呢就要讲出来你要申请的是什么科系、什么学校。再来呢，为什么想要申请呢？这个部分我们可以带到，比方说你可以讲一下你自己的背景，比方说，我们家是开中医诊所的，所以呢，我想要来念中医系等等。那在第二部分呢，你就可以讲一下，你怎么知道这所学校，并且呢，为什么非它不可 ？OK， 台湾的中医系很多家，为什么非这所学校不念呢？我们可以在第2个段落带到你的理由。
And sometimes you might need to sugarcoat your letter, okay? You might need to kind of tell some white lies why you're applying for this university. And also don't say anything like, because this university is the closest one to my house.
No.
Or like, I can't get into any other university, so this is the one I applied for. Okay, so we more or less know what the structure of our article will look like. Let's spend more time developing our first paragraph, okay? In the first paragraph, we will first need to address why we're writing this letter. So you'll likely begin by saying, I would like to apply to the Department of Environmental Science and Engineering at Changhai University. Then we're going to talk about why you're interested in this field and why this faculty should consider accepting you as their student.
OK， 刚刚有讲到呢，第一段落一开始呢，最好就要讲出来你是要来申请什么学校、什么科系。再来呢，你可以自我介绍一下为什么你想要念这个科系，你的背景介绍。比方说呢，像我们的范例文章，它要申请的是环境工程呢，那呢有没有什么你过去的经验？比方说像是你高中的时候修过哪一门课啊，去了哪一次户外教学，或是呢一些其他的实例可以证明呢你有在关注这个环境工程相关的议题等等。在第一段落呢，我们就可以稍微的自我介绍一下。
Yeah, in writing sample 1, the writer discusses how she's been passionate about the environment since young and how they actually made a conscious effort to help clean the environment. So it's important not to just say, I care about the environment, but to also give examples of what you've done because actions speak louder than words, right? Far too often people write their resumes and they say, I'm organized, I work well with others, but they don't actually give examples to prove they are organized and work well with others. In fact, a more effective way to communicate your abilities is to actually give examples. So instead of saying, I work well with others, you can write about a time where you had to complete a group project and how you not only did your part, but offered to help another group member who was struggling.
没有错。虽然呢这边我们是作者呢，但是记得我们都当过读者哦。如果你在看一篇文章呢，这个文章里面呢，他就讲说我好喜欢，我很重视，但是呢他都没有举例，这样子你会相信他吗？所以呢刚刚我们有讲过了，要把实证举出来哦，不管是这个推荐信，或是你在写履历也是一样啊。记得呢把数字带出来，比方说你有多少销售业绩啊，你做了这个 project 有比方说多少 view， 多少 engagement rate 有多少，这些呢让对方知道说你真的做得很好，让他知道你的丰功伟业。
In the first paragraph, you might also want to mention how being in this faculty can help you achieve your goals. So in writing sample 2, the writer says that my aim will be not only to study Taiwan's indigenous roots, but also to promote our island's cultural variety both at home and abroad.OK，
在我们的这个范例文章2里面呢，它则是反过来哦。它在第一段落里面呢，一样是讲为什么要念这个科系，但它的讲法呢是这个科系能够怎么样呢帮助他本人来达成目标。OK， 他对于未来有什么样的规划 ？OK， 这个呢在我们申请学校的这个推荐信函里面呢，也是一个不错的切入点。
Okay, in the second paragraph, we're going to talk about why you're applying to this university. Okay, what is it that struck you about this university? Maybe this is a top university, or it's a top university for your program, or maybe you like the environment and this university left the best impression when you went for a visit.
OK， 在第二段落呢，我们可以讲一下呢，他为什么非这个学校不可，为什么一定要念这个系所这个学校。比方说呢，他是这个科系全台排名第一啊，或者是比方说呢，好像是我爸爸妈妈也是在这里毕业的啊，你跟他有一点渊源，或者是呢，他离你家很近，你对于这个环境呢 ，OK 很有了解，很喜欢这个环境等等，这些理由呢，都可以在我们的第二个段落来讨论一下。
So let's take some time now to brainstorm what ideas or points we want to bring up in our letter, okay? What we can do is we can take a blank piece of paper, okay?
Yes.
And in the topic of what you are going to write about, you're going to put that right in the center, okay?
Yeah.
And then when you look at this word, think about all the other things that come to mind, okay? We can take a look at the example in our magazine. You can see that the writer has passionate, environment, atmosphere, etc. all written down. You can also branch off and explain each idea in more detail. But pretty much what you want to do is just put word on paper. Okay,
Yes.
So any ideas that come to your mind, just put them down.
Yeah,
They have to be somewhat.
Anything come to your mind. Okay.
Yeah, put that down. Okay.
好的，所以呢，在我们这个写作最开始呢，我们就要马上先来这个 brainstorming， 也就是脑力激荡哦。那呢，你可以像是我们这个杂志的做法呢，它把它的中心思想啊，写作的核心写在中间，然后再扩散出去。在这个阶段呢，你可以把任何有关的想法都记录下来。这个阶段没有任何对错，你只要想到就把它写下来。OK， 因为之后呢，我们可以再来去无存菁，并且呢拟定我们文章的大纲。所以越多越好，任何想法就把它记下来。
Okay, so now that we have all of our ideas written down, our brainstorming ideas,
Yes.
okay, it's time to organize your ideas into an outline, okay? So having an outline is very important in the writing process as it acts as a foundation for your essay. An outline allows you to organize the paragraphs into an order that makes sense and ensure each paragraph is fully developed. Okay, so we briefly went over the format of a letter earlier, but it might be helpful for you to Google letter templates,
Yes.
okay, just to give yourself another idea of what a letter should look like. This is a formal letter, so you want to make sure you follow the proper format, okay? At the top, you will write the date on the upper left corner of the page. Then you will write a salutation, which is your letter's greeting. The most common salutation is dear, followed by the recipient's name. The salutation is left justified, which means it should appear on the left side of the page. Now, if we paid a close attention to our writing prompt, we know that our salutation should be to whom it may concern.
Yes.OK， 好，所以呢，前面有提醒过了，写信最重要一点就是格式哦。OK， 所以呢，请大家想象一下，你现在拿了一张 A4 纸在写哦，或者你想象一下，你打开一个 Word 的档案，那呢，我们左上方的角落呢，就可以写一下今天写信的日期。一开始呢，就要看到这封信是什么时候写的。接下来我们就要写这个对方的称谓了。OK， 注意到呢，我们是靠左边，通常是靠左边。刚刚提醒过呢，你可以 Dear 谁 ，OK， 但在这边呢，我们有规定要写 To whom it may concern。OK， 负责这个事情的人 ，OK， 注意到我们这个是在上面靠左边。
Okay, so the body of the letter begins 2 spaces below the salutation and should be left justified, okay? The lines are single-spaced. Ensure each paragraph is left justified, okay? So don't have one left justified, one paragraph in the center, or one paragraph on the right. It's not a poster. It's a letter, okay? Yeah. The body of the letter is where the two paragraphs we brainstormed earlier will appear.
OK， 信件的格式呢，建议你都是至左哦。OK， 所有东西都是至左，不要一下至中，一下至右。OK， 这个呢，刚刚 Angela 提醒大家，是一个信件，不是一个 poster， 不是一个海报，所以呢，不是看起来很美、很有艺术感，应该是让它很好阅读。那称为下方的2行开始写你的文章主体呢，文章分2段，单行间距。OK， 针对不同学校申请呢，他们个性应该都会有自己规定的格式，记得呢要看清楚哦，这个是最基本的，所以不要在格式上面被扣分咯。
Finally, we will include a closing, okay? The common closings include best regards, sincerely.
OK， 所以呢，最后呢，我们结尾语一般我们都会说呢，比方说 sincerely yours， 那 yours truly 等等哦，这个呢，我们是写在信件的结尾的左下方。
Now let's talk about the contents of the letter, okay? To create our outline, we can add details and turn the answers we brainstormed earlier into full sentences. Let's look at the sample outline in the magazine. Okay, it says, I would like to apply to study at the Department of Environmental Science and Engineering at Tsinghua University. Okay, A, I have been passionate about the environment since I was young. B, I've led many activities to help clean the environment. This is good. Giving an example. I've found myself enjoying classes that focus on environmental issues. I'm interested in how to solve problems faced by the environment.
OK， 在我们范例文章1的第一个段落呢，刚刚就讨论过了，就在讲他自己为什么想要念这个学校这个系所，介绍一下他自己的背景哦。举例，比方说他热爱环保议题，像是呢他有参加过清洁活动，有修过什么课等等呢。那注意呢，再次提醒大家，在最开始呢破题哦，第一个主题句呢一定就要开宗明义，把你的重点讲出来。比方说像在这里就说他要来申请这个环境工程学系，一开始就要讲清楚。
The second paragraph starts off with this topic sentence. I was struck by the atmosphere and the teaching staff when I attended the open day. And A, I immediately felt the desire to study there.
OK， 在这边呢 ，Open Day 就是开放日哦。如果呢大家有人有当过兵的话，就知道有恳亲日。OK， 军营呢一般都是不开放的，但是呢在 Open Day 就可以让民众进来参观。所以呢，我们作者呢来这个学校参观之后受到了冲击哦。OK，strike 这个动词呢就是打击，所以呢这个 I was struck 我惊呆了哦。OK， 在这边呢它是一个好的冲击，表示呢作者非常喜欢这个系所的环境啊，喜欢这个系所的工作人员等等，让他呢非常想要来念这个科系。
And the conclusion, I eagerly await your reply.
好，这边呢最后结尾哦，就表达出他的渴望，他的热忱。他用了这个字 eagerly， OK， 很想要，拜托，求求你，请回复我，这样。
It's kind of a way to like prompt the reader to reply. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So this outline gives our writing some shape, right? Okay. Yes. We can use it to check to see if we follow the instructions, you know, if we need more information or there are places that there's way too much information.
Yes.
Once we have our outline down, you can see that our letter is about 80% complete.
Yeah.
Okay. All we need to do now is expand the ideas by adding examples and don't forget to use transitions as well.
OK， 再一次提醒大家呢，写作之前一定要有大纲哦。大纲呢可以帮你在真正的开始写作之前呢，就先知道整个文章的架构是不是平衡。比方说呢，哪里太多了，哪里太少了，等等呢。当你写完了才发现很多地方要修，这样是不是很浪费时间？大纲呢就可以避免这种状况。所以记得咯，写作之前一定要写大纲，并且提醒你呢要善用这个 transitions 这些转折的词汇，它呢可以大大的帮助你这个文章看起来更专业。
Okay, let's take a quick break before we continue with our lesson. Writing Sample 1. To whom it may concern. I would like to apply to study at the Department of Environmental Science and Engineering at Tsinghua University. I have been passionate about the environment since my younger years. During my time in junior high school, I got involved in, and eventually led, many activities intended to help clean our environment and raise awareness of environmental issues. These included recycling drives and beach cleanups. With each passing year, I've increasingly found myself enjoying the science classes that focus on the environment. I'm interested in how we can use our scientific knowledge to solve the problems faced by the environment. When I attended Tanghai University's Open Day earlier this spring, I was struck by the pleasant atmosphere and the dedication of the teaching staff. I immediately felt the desire to study there, and I hope this application will be successful and allow me to do just that. I eagerly await your reply. Sincerely, Sophie Su. Okay, so let's take a look at our writing sample 1 letter. Okay, well, before we even begin, let's go over to whom it may concern. Okay, we know that we need to write this as a salutation, but maybe you don't actually know why we use to whom it may concern and what exactly does it mean. Okay, we use the salutation when we don't know the name of the person this letter should be addressed to. However, I do need to remind you guys that it's actually very important for you to find that contact name that you need for this letter, because it just makes it a little bit more personal, and it also makes it seem like you made an effort to, know more about the company or know more about the department that you're applying for. Okay, you can also use this salutation when you are unsure of who exactly will be reading it. So maybe you're sending an email that might have a few people on their team, so it's just more polite if you use to whom it may concern, because there might be more than one person reading the letter.
Okay, to whom it may concern 我们中文呢就会翻译为这个近期者。比方说呢，我想要跟这个品牌合作，它呢在这个网页上只有一个服务信箱，不知道怎么称呼这个承办窗口哦。比方说，像有的时候很多人可能你会看到他，比方说联络这个林小姐啊，或者是联络什么王先生，但是呢，他可能只是一个请寄信到我们的服务信箱，但是他没有写说要写给谁。这种时候呢，我们就可以使用近期者 to whom it may concern 给负责这件事情的人员这样子的意思。
We also see the phrase recycling drives, which might sound a little bit odd. Okay, the word drive refers to an effort made by a group of people to achieve a goal, or maybe even to collect money. So a recycling drive would mean the group is collecting items that can be recycled for money. In Canada, we have to pay a bottle deposit for bottles. I don't know if you guys know that, but pretty much like anything that comes in a plastic bottle or a Tetra Pak, when we buy it, we have to pay 5 cents. On top of that. It's like an environmental fee. So if you actually collect these bottles and then you return them, you can get quite a sum of money. So this is why we have recycling drives. Because I guess in Taiwan, people would be like, why would I want to collect your plastic bottles? Why would anybody want to do that? That's because in Canada, I'm not sure in the US if that's true, but if I collect these bottles, I can actually get money out of them.
Yeah, it's like an incentive.
Why
you want to recycle these bottles.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, drive 在这边呢，它不是一个驾驶的意思，它比较像是一种运动或是组织。比方说呢，像是环保运动，这个推行回收保特瓶，有钱可以拿等等，给你一个动机。那文章这边呢，我猜应该是学校或是团体发起，比方说一整天帮忙整理，去把社区呢可以回收的垃圾全部整理起来，这样子的一个活动。
Okay, now let's take a look at writing sample 2. Writing sample 2. To whom it may concern. I am writing to apply to National Taiwan University's undergraduate program in the Department of Anthropology for the fall 2020 term. I believe that my background in, knowledge of, and passion for the study of human cultures make me uniquely qualified to be admitted to your program. In particular, I have nurtured a lifelong interest in the indigenous cultures of Taiwan. My father's family is from the Atayal tribe, and I was raised with intimate knowledge of and participation in Atayal culture as a result. My relatives taught me to be proud of this part of my identity. As a student of your program, my aim will be not only to study Taiwan's indigenous roots, but also to promote our island's cultural variety both at home and abroad. Your program attracts my interest because I know its teaching staff and student bodies share the same goals. I hope my application demonstrates that I am an ideal candidate to join your program. Sincerely, Angus Yang. Okay, so let's take a look at writing sample 2.
OK， 在我们的第二篇范例文章里面，我们作者很不一样了，他想要申请的呢是台湾大学的人类学系。OK， 有些单词跟文法重点，我们一起看一下咯。
Okay, so you're an undergraduate if you have yet earned a degree. Okay, so if you're in your first or second year, or your third or fourth year of university, you're called an undergraduate.
OK, undergraduate 就是呢还没有拿到学历证明的，就是呢大学生、在学生，或者是呢如果你休学了没有继续上学， 你呢也是一个 undergraduate.
I had no idea what anthropology was until I went to university and discovered there was an anthropology program. So anthropology is the study of human races, origins, societies, and cultures. You'll study things like human evolution and the civilizations of the past.
OK, anthropology 就是人类学哦，其实非常有趣哦，它有一点跨越了文科跟理科，因为呢，你要有这个历史知识，又要懂这个生物演进啊、考古科学，所以算是一个很综合的一个学系。
Yeah, I think it's very fascinating because you'll learn about history, about how did we evolve and became our societies that we are
I always
today.
imagine like someone who studied anthropology is like Indiana Jones.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. One of the reasons why this student feels so strongly about the study of anthropology is because his father is from the Atayal tribe, which is one of the indigenous cultures of Taiwan. Okay, the word indigenous is used to mean produced, living, or existing naturally in a particular region or environment. So this culture existed in the island of Taiwan from the very beginning, pretty much.
OK, indigenous 这个字呢，这个形容词就是原生的比方说呢，像是我们文章作者的爸爸呢，他是这个泰雅族人，他是台湾的原住民哦。OK, 所以呢，这个我们作者想要了解台湾的这个 indigenous culture，OK, 原住民文化。那这边呢，我们看到另外一个字 qualify。Yes,
to be qualified to do something means to have the necessary skill, experience, or knowledge to do a particular job or activity.
OK, qualify 这个字哦，就是表示有资格的、限定的。比方说呢，你要当会计师、当医师，你呢就要有相对应的执照。当你考过了这个执照，表示呢你有足够的能力，你就是呢 qualified。或者是呢，比方说我们在促销会看到这个，比方说指定机种送好礼 ，qualified model。OK, 不是每一个机种是指定的、特定的，所以呢不是每一个有限定的呢，我们就是 qualify.
That's right. Okay, so now that we've gone through both of those writing samples, these acceptance letters that the students are writing for, I think it kind of gives you a better idea. They're good examples because first they give background information about themselves, right? Writing sample 2, Angus Yang was saying how his father's family is from the Atayal tribe. And then in writing sample 1, Sophie's talking about how she's done a lot of activities related to environment. So yeah, just make sure you guys include examples in your acceptance letter that you're going to write. And I think have a lot of people review it. Like proofread it and look it over and see like if there's anything
Yeah, you should get someone to like proofread it.
And see whether or not if they were the professor, they would want you to come to their university. Yeah, because this is a pretty important letter that you're ever going to need to write. Okay, that's all the time we have for today. This is Angeline.
This is Sam.
Goodbye.
Bye.